the Beverly Hillbillies.
Keep up the good work. Bessie, you're a real good ape. I'm proud of you. Rusty, you've been doing a good job keeping the gophers and the moles out of the yard. Here's a nice little piece of fish for you. Duke, old-timer, I know that these chilly mornings gives us senior citizens some aching in the joints. So I stirred up a spoonful of my rheumatism medicine for you in your victuals. Here you are. Sorry, Duke. I should have fetched you a chaser. Elmer, I really don't know what good you do around here. But as raccoons go, you're a handsome fella. Here's a little treat for you, and eat it in good health. Oh, Jed.
Granny, you just proved something I've been suspecting for a long time.
What's that?
Ellie don't get her love animal just from my side of the family. You got a soft spot in your heart for him, too.
Well, I didn't want the pesky varmints to starve to death.
Well, it wasn't just the victuals. I heard you sweet-talking them.
Well, I didn't want them to be missing Ellie. So I did it because they wouldn't be howling and crying and raising a ruckus.
You done a good job. Old Duke has sure got a smile on his face.
About a new fella, she don't sleep much no more.
Love hastens the rosy dawn and bids of restless sleep be gone.
Miss Jane, you sure do have a way with words.
That was swift.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Excuse me, y'all. I want to say hi to my critters.
Well, Miss Jane, we is mighty happy to hear about your romance.
Yeah, come on inside and tell us all about him.
How can I describe him? He's tall, he's handsome, divine. Any girl would swoon to have him, and yet he's totally mine.
Jed, there just ain't no justice. Miss Jane has got herself a handsome fellow. And there's your daughter, hugging an ape.
Monster from the Forbidden Vault isn't here yet.
Well, Bessie won't be no trouble, Miss Jane. She's so lonesome for me.
Well, if anybody can get away with bringing an ape to the bank, it's you. Actually, we could put glasses on her, seat her at a vice president's desk, and no one would ever notice.
Hear that, Bessie? You're going to be a vice president.
Oh, don't make any rash promises, Ellie. There are some apes here who have seniority.
You sit right here and behave yourself while Miss Jane and me figure out where to put you. Miss Jane, Bessie's awfully good at dusting and washing windows and such.
Well, don't worry about it, Ellie. The chief isn't due for half an hour. We'll have plenty of time to figure out. It sounds as though somebody's typing in my office.
Sure does. It's Bessie.
What a remarkable aptitude for typing.
No, you cannot have a raise. Now, don't ask me again. And don't think you can be replaced just because you're a vice president.
Vomit, it, twitch, it. Langsam, won't you? Ellie's typing's improving.
Put Bessie in here quickly.
Well, good morning, girls.
Morning, Mr. Drysdale.
Good morning, Chief.
Miss Hathaway, you know that new vice president, Bill Steele? He's asking for a raise again. What a jerk.
Chief, you could hardly call Mr. Steele new. He has been a vice president for 15 years, and he has never had a raise.
Wouldn't you think after 15 years a jerk would quit asking?
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, don't go in there.
Why not?
Oh, well, because there's a maintenance man working on the plumbing in there.
Yes, sir, that's right.
There's the kind of maintenance man I like. No union problems, no portal pay, no... What was that?
Chief, it's just a chimpanzee.
What in the name of the Federal Reserve System is an ape doing in my bank? Where is he?
Please don't yell so loud, Mr. Drysdale. You're scaring poor little Bessie half to death.
Ellie, dear, is he yours?
Yes, sir.
What a darling little dad. Did the bad bank president frighten the cute itty-bitty ape?
Call her Bessie. She likes that.
Hers is the sweetest little Bessie would ever will. That's my baby. Oh. Wasn't that darling? Did you see that, Miss Hathaway? Wasn't that darling?
Yes, I enjoyed it immensely.
We'll get rid of it.
Chief, she's an awfully good worker.
Worker?
Well, yes, she can wash windows, clean light fixtures, anything up high. Oh, let her stay. She's no trouble, really.
All right. Ellie, take her into my office.
Oh, thank you. You hear that, Bessie? You can stay.
Let her sit at my desk. She can play with my wife's picture.
Chief, she might break it.
I know.
Good morning.
Robert.
Jane, my dear, you're as radiant this morning as a bird of paradise.
Oh, thank you, and no crested cardinal could surpass your magnificence. Oh, Chief, have you met...
Indeed, I have. How are you, my boy?
Late. Didn't we say 9 o'clock for Miss Clampett's driving lesson?
Yes, so we did. Robert has kindly offered to teach Ellie to drive my car so she needn't be dependent upon me for transportation.
Marvelous, wonderful idea. Go get Ellie.
Right, Chief.
Well, how is your beloved uncle?
Which one?
Uncle Paul, J. Paul Getty, the billionaire.
Oh, that one.
Yes, how is he?
Rich.
You're a man of few words. I like that.
I plumb forgot about my driving lesson.
Naughty girl. This very important man is donating his valuable time to help you. You should be extremely grateful that a man of his exalted position would take the time and trouble.
Knock it off, will you?
Does he know how to turn a phrase? What a beautiful human being.
Well, run along, you two. Drive carefully.
Oh, hey, you might want to make some notes on Ellie's driving. Here's a handy pad for you.
These are deposit slips.
Oh, really? Oh, well, who knows? They might come in handy. Goodbye. Take all the time you want. Happy motoring. Wonderful fellow.
He certainly is.
He has what it takes to make any woman happy, the 3 L's.
3 L's.
Looks, luck, and loot. That's right, Bessie. Break that mean lady's picture.
Sort of thank you for my driving lessons, Mr. Robert. What was it you said you needed again?
A tranquilizer, please.
Would it help you to get rid of that green look?
I hope so.
I ain't just sure Miss Jane's got any of them there tranquilizers.
Oh, just a couple of aspirin and some water will be fine. I'll just sit here.
Oh, I'm afraid that sofa ain't too comfortable.
Oh, he'll be okay. Believe me, anything that isn't going 60 miles an hour through a 30-mile zone is comfortable. Hey, you know, Ellie, you really got to learn the difference between the brake and the accelerator.
Well, I think I already know. The accelerator's what you push when you want to stop.
Oh, boy.
Here. These pills don't help you. You go see my granny. She's a doctor.
Your grandmother's an MD?
That's right, mountain doctor. My granny come from the hills of Tennessee, and the women folks been doctoring for hundreds of years. Are you feeling well enough to drive me back to the bank?
Oh, not quite yet. Tell me a little bit more about your family.
Well, Paul's real easygoing. You'd like him straight off.
Well, I understand he's worth quite a bit of money.
Right around $100 million.
I like him straight off.
Now, Granny, she's kind of hard to get next to. Too bad you ain't from Tennessee.
Well, what part of Tennessee is she from?
Well, she was born and raised down around Limestone. That's Davy Crockett country. You like him?
Love him. Used to watch his show every week.
Granny thinks the sun rises and sets in old Davy.
I'm beginning to like him myself.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Well, I'll drive you to the bank and have another lesson.
I'm not feeling that much better. Besides, didn't Mr. Drysdale say you could have the day off?
Come to think of it, he sure did. You reckon it's all right if I take a sunbath up on the roof?
Oh, I recommend it. And I'll come up and see you when I get back.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. Goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Well, getting acquainted with Miss Hathaway's done you a world of good. You look almost like a gentleman.
Thanks, Mr. Fanning.
How about the 3 months back rent? Did the money come from MGM?
MGM? Oh, my grandmother. No, not yet, but maybe today.
Look, Dick.
It's Robert now. Robert Audubon. But you can call me Bob. See you later.
Oh, hold it, Bob. Pay up. I'm going to change the lock on that apartment.
Oh, look, Mr. Finney, I'm on my way right now to try out for a part. Now, if I give a good performance, I'll be in Clover, believe me.
What kind of a part?
Well, it's sort of a Davy Crockett type.
Well, you get the hair for it, but,
Well, I'm on my way right now to change into my Tennessee clothes.
I don't know that I should trust you.
Believe me, you can. Honestly, I mean, this is a great opportunity.
How about a little cash?
Oh, thanks. I could use 20.
Oh, I know I shouldn't do this. But you took my advice about Miss Hathaway, and I like that. You young fellows usually don't listen.
Well, I listen.
I'm breaking a long-standing rule and lending money to an actor.
I really appreciate this, Mr. Finney, and thanks for trusting me. And don't worry, you'll get this double sawbuck back.
Oh, I'm not worried. When I get it back, you'll get this back.
You're all heart, Mr. Finney.
What you got there, Granny?
Vittles.
I taught 'em for you. You ain't feeding the critters again so soon, are you?
No, Jed. That ain't for the critters.
Where'll I put it, Granny?
Just set it here by the driveway.
Who is it for?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't ask me that. You might want to do something about it.
Well, I might have Dad. Who is it for?
It's for Jethro.
Where is Jethro?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. He slips by at odd hours, scoops up the kettle and skedaddles back into hiding.
Why is he hiding?
He thinks that little girl from Louisiana is still here waiting to marry him.
Well, why don't you leave him a note and tell him she's gone?
All right, Jed, I'll do that. But I can still use a few more days of peace and quiet. I'll leave the note next Monday.
Granny,
Yeah?
make it Tuesday.
Howdy.
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 Be this the Clampett place?
It be. I'm Jed Clampett. This here's Granny.
Oh, Crockett's the name. Robert A. Crockett.
Well, pleased to meet you.
Where you from?
Oh, my family hails from down around Limestone, Tennessee.
And your name is Crockett?
Yes, ma'am.
Is you by any chance kin to the one and only Davy?
Reckon I am.
Did you hear that, Jed?
I sure did. We's right honored.
How'd you hear about us?
Oh, your lovely granddaughter told me about you. She said you're all from Tennessee, too.
Born and raised not a stone throw away from Davy's cabin.
Well, I reckon that you ought to have the family heirloom.
What's that?
Davy's cap.
You mean Davy himself wore this?
The day he followed Andy Jackson into battle.
Davy never followed nobody. He led.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's just that, well, I don't like to brag on my kinfolk.
Well, you got every right to brag on somebody that likes a Davy Crockett. But how can you part with something as important as this?
Well, you see, sir, I'm not a Tennessean born and bred, and, well, I figured old Davy'd like Granny to have it.
Oh, bless you, my son. Bless you. How did Davy see the shoot straight wearing this?
Well, likely his head was a mite bigger.
Well, I'll be moseying along.
No. Now you're going to stay and have victuals with us.
Vittles?
Yeah, how'd you like Granny to stuff a possum for you?
Oh, not especially. I don't believe in overfeeding animals.
Back from lunch, Chief.
Come on in.
Righto. Oh, no!
What do you mean, oh, no? It gives her a sense of pride to be active and useful. A busy chimp is a happy chimp. Good, very good job. Oh, why don't you sit down and have her brush your shoes?
No, thank you. I do not believe in exploiting underprivileged animals.
Oh, she enjoys it. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm going to put her down in front of the bank. I think it's a nice service for the customers.
I must admit she's very adept at it.
Are you kidding? She gives the best shine in town. Fast, too.
Well, thank you. You did an excellent job.
I mean, 35 cents.
You're charging for her work?
I've got an investment in this equipment. You think shoe polish is free?
Oh, Chief, now
Come
really.
on, 35 cents. Hand it over.
I don't have any change. All I have is $1.
We can arrange that. Give the lady her change.
What does she want now?
A tip, you cheapskate. No skimming. Now get down in front of the bank and rustle up some business. And no pawning of tips, because I'll be watching you right through the window.
Well, we is mighty pleased you could take victuals with us, Mr. Crockett.
Oh, please call me Bob. And the pleasure was all mine, Mr. Clampett.
Oh, Jed. Sorry you can't set a spell and chew the fat with us.
Oh, no thanks. I couldn't eat another bite.
Did you enjoy your meal?
Oh, sure did, ma'am. Them was right fine victuals.
Well, you can't hardly beat braised breast of buzzard.
Is that what I ate?
That was the main dish. You started off with dilled owl gizzards.
Really, I was looking a mite pale. Maybe he needs a little doctoring.
I'll brew you up a pot of horsemen and dog-fennel tea.
No, thanks. I really have to be going.
Yeah, looks like Miss Hathaway's car you're driving.
Oh, it is indeed. I borrowed it to give Ellie Mae some driving lessons.
Well, that was surpassing kind of you.
And brave.
Mr. Crockett, I want to thank you for giving me Davy's cap. You're a dandy fine fella.
He is, for a fact. You know he just gave Ellie Mae a driving lesson?
No.
Yep.
She's a lovely girl, and, well, ma'am, now that I've mentioned you, I can see where she gets her beauty.
Are you married?
Granny.
Well, I only asked him, Jed, to see if he could qualify for a little shot of white lightning.
It is a family rule that you can't sample Granny's brew unless she's married.
I'm single.
I'll go fetch my jug.
Granny, the man says he's single.
The jug is for me. I'm going to celebrate.
Granny, come back here.
Well, it was sure nice meeting you folks.
Well, I hope our paths will cross again sometime.
I'll drink to that.
Bye, y'all.
So long.
See you soon, son.
He's a fine boy.
Yeah. I think Ellie has caught herself a real keeper.
Granny, let's not count our fish until he's fried.
Speaking of fish, Jethro's been here. That whole kettle of catfish stew is gone.
Yep. Looked like he snuck in, snatched a snack, and snuck off.
Wonder where that boy is hiding.
Granny, ignorance is bliss. Let's keep it blissful for a while.
I'll drink to that.
Doggone if I ain't tempted to join you.
Oh, Miss Hathaway, congratulations.
On what?
The improvement in Dick Bremerkamp.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. Robert Audubon.
Oh.
You've been a marvelous influence on the boy.
Well, thank you. He's done a great deal for me, too.
You can thank me for bringing you two together.
I shall be eternally grateful. By the way, have you seen Robert?
Yes, he just went up on the roof with his camera.
Doubtless in search of the elusive summer tanager.
Could be.
I think I shall don my birdwatcher's uniform, scale the fire escape, and surprise the dear boy.
Stay in there, Miss Hathaway. I'm pulling for you.
Thank you for your good wishes.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
if you see him, ask him when he's going to come up with that double sawbuck.
Double sawbuck? I don't think I've heard of it. It must be an extremely rare bird.
I had a marvelous time with your family.
Did Granny feed you?
Oh, please, not while I'm enjoying myself. It's beautiful. Now, hold it. Hold it right there. You mind, fella? We'd like to be alone.
Robert, it is I, Jane Hathaway.
Oh, boy.
Have you spotted the elusive tanager?
Huh? Oh, yeah. He went that way.
Oh, wait for me. After we find the tanager, we'll seek the double sawbuck.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.